Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Get a little bit more sleep tonight?
I did. I slept good last night. Thank you.
What's it like waking up knowing what today's gonna hold?
It's pretty cool. I think exciting to get a new season started first and foremost, but obviously, get through this last bit of celebrating, I guess, once we get the rings. But yeah, it's exciting. I've only heard about the rings, so I haven't seen anything. So I'm looking forward to a nice surprise tonight.
How difficult or how easy do you think it's going to be for the team to flip the switch after getting the rings, once the ball's thrown up, getting back into game mode? Is that something that you guys have talked about?
We haven't talked about it. Again, I think, we just have to wait and see, Josh. I think, I would like to think that our group's pretty veteran, and they really got a competitive edge to them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think once they get out there, they start trying to dissect how to stop teams and how to score on them and play with some, just some winning in mind all the time. It seems like. So, we'll see. It'll be a challenge, but we'll see.
Do you have many other rings in your collection?
Who wants? Yeah, I have a few. I have a few. Yeah.
Like when you went in,
I'm gonna wear one. I'm gonna wear one of my other ones tonight and trade it in tonight. So I'm gonna wear my 1985 state championship high school ring tonight. You don't get to wear them very often, so.
the one you're getting tonight probably won't be very wearable, I'm guessing.
I don't know. Yeah, the piece of furniture. I keep saying it's not a ring anymore. It's like a piece of furniture.
What would it be like for you to see that banner raised permanently above this floor?
Well, I think because I caught myself out there looking around tonight, seeing if it was hidden up there, like rolled up tight anywhere. So I was kind of trying to figure out where it was going to go, but I couldn't see anything yet. So they must have some work ahead of them this afternoon. I don't know. I think it's cool to, have that piece of history. For certainly for this generation and for the next generation, that every time they come into to a game or even an event in this arena, they'll get a look up and see that, and maybe they say, I remember watching that game or going to the parade or whatever they did.
Yeah, can you just talk about the excitement about sharing all that with the fans, the ones who showed up at the parade, all the games last
Yeah.
year, we supported in Vegas and take out all of this tonight?
Yeah, I get asked a lot about, what it felt like and all that stuff, and I always go back to the best part about it was sharing it with everybody, right? It was so cool to watch the entire country, get on board and cheer so loud and be so hooked, I could tell you 100 stories about, when I get on a plane this summer and they'd say there was 7 people around a laptop over there and 12 people over there, and those were stories. The whole country was, and it's great. Obviously, I bumped into a lot of people who said that they were at the parade. About 99% of the people I bump into were at the parade, so that's pretty cool. And when I go home, I say the same thing. I say it was great sharing it with you people and I know I was because you were all texting me and emailing me and all those kind of things. But yeah, one last nice celebration for everybody.
Nick, how does it make you feel when the American sports talk shows never mention the Raptors as a contender this season?
I don't really care. I think that they're gonna ride, some of the star moves and all that kind of stuff. I think pretty religiously, I don't know. I see this as a tremendous opportunity, for our organization, for our coaching staff, and for a lot of players. There's players that are going to get a chance to expand their roles. I think it's a chance for us to see how this can go, playing kind of a style, for 48 minutes that we like to play, and I really like the team. I keep saying there's some really special guys on this team, man. Really special guys.
It's an opportunity to prove those soothsayers wrong.
Yeah, I don't really get into that. I don't like to live with a chip on my shoulder, or I don't really like to talk about that. I just say I flip it and say it's more of a chance to prove ourselves right. Yep.
I think some of the guys have said that when the banner goes up, when we get the rings, that's when it'll feel real. Do you feel some of that?
I don't know. It feels pretty real. It's felt pretty real for me for a while. I mean, I just think that it's kind of part of the process, right? And it's, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think it's those are two really awesome things, and I have had a lot of anticipation going into today's festival about it.
Do you have 5 guys in mind that you might want to start tonight?
I do have 5 guys in mind that I'm thinking about starting tonight. Yes.
When you think about
5 out of 7.
When you think about the Pelicans backcourt, what kind of threat do they pose?
Yeah, really explosive, right? Holiday, I just got done talking to Bobby. He seems to dot us for 1 35-point game every season, not 2, but 1. Let's hope it's not tonight. He really strong and can score and plays, especially when he's healthy. Ball seems to be playing with great confidence. Love the way he gets it up the floor and plays unselfishly. Nikhil looks great, right? He's shooting 46% from 3 in the preseason. For a rookie, that's amazing that he's adjusted to the deep line so well. And then, gosh, you guys know how much fits Redick gives us, right? I mean, Redick is a shooting machine and comes flying off those screens and bangs those shots with no space, etc. So there's a lot to be concerned with there.
Nick, you spent a little time with Bill Belichick
Yeah.
over the summer, I guess. What was that like, and what was the purpose of your trip to see him?
Yeah. First of all, it was obviously it's really cool. I think go in there and watch those guys in training camp is always for me it's just such an experience to see how a lot of teams operate, but a super high level team like that operates. The coolest part of it was Brady. I thought I was just amazed at his work and leadership, and it was like late July, and my takeaway was he was acting like if they didn't have a great practice that day, they had no chance of winning the Super Bowl. I mean, that's how he was taking every rep and coaching every player he could, and it was really cool. And I talked to Coach Belichick a lot about what are your thoughts on when you're trying to, after you've won one, how to approach the season. Did anything you do different training camp wise or any of that kind of stuff? I asked him a bunch of those questions, but it was cool. He was super generous with his time, and I learned a few things there for sure.
What did he tell you about that?
He said, listen, a couple things is we go to work every day. We really try to grind it out every day, just like we would at any time. He said I try to make practices maybe even a little harder, right? Certainly harder than maybe a game would be. And he showed me a lot of, they were doing a lot of cool things that were proving that as well. So I don't know. I guess it's it's simple. Can you focus and get your butt back to work, right? And that's what we're trying to do here.
Have your practices been harder this preseason?
Our practices have been pretty hard. They've been really good. We've got a lot of new faces. It's been hard on them, right? We've really went after all the young guys and the new guys to try to get them up to speed about who we are and how we play, and then certainly the schemes at both ends. So I would say they've been pretty hard, yeah.
How much of you as a fan is kind of regretting or missing the fact that Zion isn't going to be available tonight?
Well, certainly, always think it hurts our league when our best players aren't out there on the floor, right? I always first of all feel bad personally for the player. I'm sure this is like a moment he's really looked forward to and worked very hard to get to. I think for the fans, right? It's always a big disappointment when they don't get to see a superstar in the league play. And we hope he gets healthy and gets a lot of games in this year. It's something that doesn't linger and bother him. I mean, we've knew this game was coming, and we've prepared for him, quite a bit, at least in our minds or in our film work and stuff, and until we knew for sure he wasn't out. But Michael, you go out and you got to prepare the game plan, and when it changes, you change it, and you go with it, and you do your work and play who you have to play.